There is no standard, and if anyone tells you that there is, they're full of.
Get ready for the future, making moves past yesterday.
If you're wondering what you can expect in your first year of real estate, here's the one thing that I'm going to tell you. There is nothing. This is your own business. You are an independent contractor, and your business is going to be what you make of it. Now, I can give you some things to think about so that you can decide what your first year in real estate is going to look like. Because there are a few things that you're going to have to focus on learning, and depending on what you desire and what your goal is, that's going to determine the shape of your real estate business. But you're going to have to figure out where to get your clients. And to me, that is the make or break between almost every single agent out in the field. So coming up with a plan or a system or a way that you're going to generate business and find clients is really the number one thing that you need to focus on, because if you don't have clients, it doesn't matter how great you are at the paperwork or how many sales meetings you go to. It's all for nothing because you have no sales, you have no money coming in. And there are a few schools of thought about how you're going to run your business, how you're going to find clients. And I'm going to put them into two basic categories, although there are millions of nuances in between. Find the people who are the closest to transacting, like the people who are ready to buy right now, the people who are ready to sell right now. And that could be by knocking on doors or cold calling or buying lists of people. And that works for some people, but that does not work for me. I've never done it. I don't teach it. I don't promote it. To me, it feels soul sucking. The vomit will rise in the back of my throat if I have to pick up the phone and cold call. That never worked for me. If that works for you and that's what you want to do, there are plenty of training out there and tools that are going to show you how to do scripts, how to do cold calls, and that's easy to learn if that's the route that you want to take. But if that doesn't feel right for you, I promise you there is another way, a better way. And that's how I've done it my entire career. And I call it building an organic real estate business. This involves basically getting yourself entrenched in real estate, faking it till you make it, meaning previewing properties, going to open houses, following and shadowing mentors around, doing all the things that you need to do to get yourself in the space of real estate, and then going out and living your life and talking to people, going out more and volunteering, becoming involved, socializing, calling up your old friends just to see how they are. And then with real estate on your mind and this effort that you have to reach out to other human beings, create that know, like, and trust factor, or rekindle an old relationship with someone that you just haven't talked to, naturally you're going to bring up real estate in the conversation, and some of those people are going to convert into clients. But the beauty of doing it that way is you don't have to wake up every day and strap a headset on. You don't have to cold call strangers who most likely do not want to hear from you and try and sell them something. Rather, you get to just go live your life and make a concerted effort to be more, meaning more involved, more social, more connected to other humans. And in the same time, bring up part of your life, real estate. Real estate is not your whole life. Work should not be your whole life. There should be balance. And the people who know, like, and trust you are going to be ready to transact, or when they're ready to transact, you're going to be there and they're going to remember you and transact with you. So building your business and finding out where you're going to get your clients from is the most important thing that you can do, not only in the first year of your real estate business, but for your entire real estate business. And once you have that and you start working on that and commit to growing that and deepening that and making that entrenched as part of your life and part of who you are, your business will start to take on a life of its own. It will get flow, it will gain momentum, and you will notice that you just start creating business where there was none, and it's easy and it's fun and it's in the flow. So that's one of the things, the most important thing to do when you get started. And then there's all the other things, the really boring, unsexy things, like learning all the forms, signing up all the documents, and learning your office procedures, making sure that you're in compliance with all the laws and the regulations. Sorry, I started to nod off there a little bit. But you have to learn that stuff. You have to set up systems, and you have to get an accountant, and you have to learn what's a tax write-off, and you have to figure out how you're going to dress and what your car's going to look like and all that stuff. But here's one thing that I've learned in all my years in this real estate business is that anything you have to do, sexy or not, is always easier with money in the bank. So the number one focus is, where are you going to get your clients? Now you're going to see some agents, maybe even on social media or on YouTube like you're seeing me, but they're going to tell you that this is the one formula. This is what you have to do step by step by step in order to slay or kill it or be a real estate rock star. And again, I call bullshit, because this business that you're creating is an extension of your life. And you have to build a business that is unique and feels right to you, because people that are going to transact with you want to transact with someone they know, like, and trust. Real estate is one of the most expensive and complicated transactions of a person's life. And there was a survey done where they asked people, what are the most traumatic experiences of your life or events of your life? And the top 3 answers were death, divorce, and moving. Well, we handle number 3 all the time, and oftentimes number 3 has to do with death or divorce. So imagine someone's living 2 or 1 or 3 of the most traumatic events of their life in one transaction. That's the most expensive and the most complicated transaction they are ever going to do in their life, and you're involved. Do you think they want to work with you because you randomly called them in the middle of breakfast while they're trying to get the kids ready for school? Or do you think they're going to want to transact with you in this very emotional, scary, and trying time, an expensive time, because, I don't know, you volunteer at the dog shelter with them and they know, like, and trust you, or because you hang out with them on the sidelines at Johnny's soccer game and drink margaritas out of your coffee mug? Those are the people that are going to want to transact with you, and those are the people that are going to feel good to you to work with because you have that know, like, and trust factor. So no matter what anyone tells you, no matter who promises you how much money you can make your first year, or what the average salary or average commissions are for an agent in their first year, you are not average. You are you. You get to decide. You get to set your priorities. You get to live the life you want to live. So what I'm telling you about your first year in real estate is one thing and one thing only. You get to decide.